Hey everyone, so welcome to week 7 postpartum and Flor update and breastfeeding. So I'm actually filming this on the night that Flor turned 7 weeks. So last week I was a bit late with filming, but this week I'm on it. So I have a couple things to talk about with the baby. So this past weekish, she has been having some shortened nursing sessions. She only has been nursing for about 4 to 5 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer, sometimes shorter, like 2 minutes. And she wasn't feeding as often as she was previously, which previously she was feeding like every every hour to every hour and a half. Now she goes a lot longer in between nursing sessions, and I think I figured out what it was. I think she was having a growth spurt without having the extended crying and sleeplessness that her previous growth spurt had been like. So I didn't recognize the symptom. So the reason why I kind of figured that out was because we weighed her tonight, and today is Sunday the 4th, and she's 11 pounds 5 ounces. Now when I weighed her on, I think it was Tuesday night, she was 10 pounds 13 and a half ounces. So she has gained a ton in like just a couple days. So we also decided to whip out the tape measure and do her length, and we got roughly like 24 inches. So she like exploded. So I think that's why she was nursing so frequently, and now she's like kind of backed off because she's not having a growth spurt. So my supply's fine. She also has been sleeping a lot longer. She slept for 6 hours again last night. She's been averaging about 5.5 hours, 5.5 hours, sometimes 6, but it was rare. So she's doing great with that. I've also been putting her down earlier. I've been kind of turning off the lights in the bedroom a lot earlier, swaddling her about an hour earlier, just getting her ready for bed, and it's working. She's falling asleep about 40 minutes earlier, so I'll just keep working on pushing that time back. She's still doing the hand sucking, and I've kind of figured out that it's not in conjunction with hunger, so we can nurse and she'll be done nursing. Like, she'll like move her head, and then I'll try to offer her the breast, and she'll like refuse it. She might even start to fuss if I try to push it, and then she'll suck on her hand. So I know that she's not hungry, but she loves to suck on her hand, or she'll like suck on her sleeve. So actually I didn't talk about this, but like the week before last, we introduced the pacifier, and I'm kind of sad and depressed about it. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. But with this increased hand sucking and not wanting to use the breast as a pacifier, she is doing fine with the pacifier. There's no nipple confusion. She's also still taking the bottle. Still no nipple confusion. She hasn't gotten the bottle in a couple days though. So and she hasn't gotten that medication in a couple days either. So, yeah. So we've been using the pacifier. Use it when she's like totally inconsolable, or sometimes at night. She likes it right before she goes to bed. We still nurse to sleep. Like, she'll fall asleep, and then I'll put her down, and then like she'll kind of wake up a little bit, but if I offer the pacifier, she'll go right back to sleep. Whereas before, I'd have to get up and rock her, or try to semi-nurse her again. So I really don't want to get into a routine with the pacifier, but for my sanity, that's what we've used. So she is doing a lot of standing on her legs. So like if I hold her, she'll like push up against my lap or my stomach and like stand straight up. And Josh said that they stopped doing this in a couple months because their bodies get too heavy, and then eventually they start doing it again when they get ready to like crawl and walk. So, but for now, she's like standing straight up, like super strong. She's also starting to drool just a little bit, more than I've ever noticed. So I just thought I'd throw that out there. She also has a lot more hair than she ever has had. Like, I'll put a couple pictures, but her dad likes to style it when he's washing her hair, and it's super cute. So every week I get like a report, not every week, every bath time I'll get a report on like how much hair she has. So she has quite a bit now, and it's still kind of dirty blonde, light brown, blonde on top. It's like a weird color, and like her eyes are still a weird color. Sometimes they seem like they're going to be green. Sometimes they seem like they're going to be like brownish. I don't know. She also is too long for newborn stuff. So we put her in a newborn sleeper that's kind of wide, like it's large, but she's totally like, her legs were maxed out. So I don't know if we'll cut the feet off of it or just retire that one, but she's totally too long for it. She's in 0 to 3 and 3 to 6 stuff. So she's huge. I try to do her percentiles, and I was getting differing answers, so I'm not 100% what she is for her height and weight percentiles. I think it's still like over 75 for both, I think. I think that's it for the baby. For me, Lokia or / my period is now completely done. So that was about 6.5 weeks for that whole thing to get done. So that's that. I think that's it. Breastfeeding, fine. Pumping, I still pump every day. I have a ton of milk in the freezer. So when I go back to work next month, we'll start sending. When she takes the bottle, she takes now about, she took 5 ounces one time, which my mother-in-law gave her that, so that was a lot. But she takes like usually 2 to 3. So I pump like 4 to 6 at a time, so I'll probably send her with a couple bags. I think that'll be enough for 9 hours. So we'll see about that. So I go back to work next month on the 11th, which I'm dreading. I ordered some new breast milk bags because I'm using my, I have Lancino bags that I've been using, but I've heard some good things about honeysuckle bags because they are, I think 100% biodegradable, and they have like, they're like 3 different, locks or whatever, like to make sure they're tamper proof. So I ordered some of those, so I'll check them out, see how I like them, and add them to my list of things, baby things to review. So her dad has her, so I don't have her again to show, but I'll put some pictures and video clips, and I think that's it for week 7. I can't believe she's almost 2 months old. She has a doctor's appointment on the 16th, so she'll be just shy 1 day of 2 months, so I'm excited for that. And I think that's it. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.